Mr. Chairman.
Senator Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. First, just one comment on process. I think it would have been very helpful to the committee had we had the hearing, which is scheduled with the pharmaceutical CEOs and the PBMs prior to this markup. I would have really appreciated had the chairman just flipped the dates of those two. Having said that, I do want to thank both the chairman and the ranking member for the work that you're doing on some extraordinarily important issues. And I appreciate your including on the agenda the Ensuring Timely Access to Generics Act. This is a bill that I have introduced with Senator Shaheen. Our bill would increase competition from generic drugs through better oversight of the FDA's so-called citizen petition process. Although intended to serve the public by bringing safety concerns to the attention of the FDA, brand name manufacturers, however, were behind roughly 92% of all of the citizen petitions that were filed between 2011 and 2015. Overwhelmingly, these petitions were considered shams as they did not raise legitimate safety concerns. And that's why the FDA throws out 9 out of 10 of these petitions. Despite the low success rate, petitions are still able to cause delay in the entry of generics, and they also divert FDA resources. Both the Trump and Biden administrations have identified the submission of sham citizen petitions as a threat to timely approval of generics and competition in the market. Former FDA Commissioner Scott Gottlieb said that manipulation of the process can add to regulatory burdens on generic drug review process and the FDA's regulatory decision-making, and generally slows down the approval of the process. Our bill would strengthen the FDA's ability to reject so-called petitions, citizen petitions, if the agency believes that the primary purpose of the petition is to delay approval of the generic competitor. If enacted, this bipartisan bill will improve competition and save patients money. Those are goals that we all share. I urge a yes vote on the bill.
Further discussion? Senator Collins makes some very important points on a very important issue. What I would say, however, is I think the senator knows the FDA has raised some concerns about how this legislation could make it harder for them to quickly review applications of low-cost biosimilars. Please.
Mr. Chairman, forgive me for interrupting. I think that is on an amendment that I was about to propose, and you are correct that we have not yet received, this is very frustrating, technical assistance on Collins Amendment number 1, which is an amendment to encourage greater biosimilar competition in order to lower list price and out-of-pocket costs for patients. Biosimilars are highly similar versions of biologics like insulins. So think of them as generics for biologics. And they are a promising category of lower cost medications, and the average price of a biosimilar is 50% less than the reference brand biologic price. Because of the issue that you have raised, I am willing to not discuss my important amendment at length, even though I think it's extremely important. It is part of the Insulin Act legislation that I've introduced with Senator Shaheen. We are the co-chairs of the Diabetes Caucus, which I've founded in 1997. And what I would suggest is that I not proceed with offering with my biologics, my biosimilar amendment, which is Collins Amendment number 1, and that we just proceed to pass the citizens' petitions bill.
Well, Senator Collins is dealing with a very important issue. No ifs, buts, and maybes. We'll work together. We'll get this passed.
Thank you.